So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. You know, I followed your character since the first episode. I'm a big fan. Big fan.
Thank you.
And listen, your storyline, it makes for incredible TV drama. Thing is, your drug use is very adult content. Too adult for the kids. So I'm gonna have to block you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, have a good one.
You're a nice lady.
Thanks for tuning in to TV20's Weekly News Wrap-Up. I'm Leah Haslage. Cleveland City Council recently met to discuss the possible merger with East Cleveland. At the meeting, they weighed the pros and cons of the merger and what the timeline would be for the decision-making process.
Like if we're somewhere in the 120-day period, we can't say, you know, we changed our mind. We can't pass an ordinance saying we changed our mind. The only place that, the avenues of us saying no thank you would be upon receipt of their ordinance, or upon, the voters would have to say no thank you.
Members of Cleveland Division of Police and the community recently gathered together for a closing ceremony of the 3rd District Police Station and to announce its newest headquarters.
This is a project that's roughly around $17 million. The communications center will be on the 3rd floor. Each individual unit will have its own space, its own technology, not only to help it do its job better today, but have the capacity to increase what it can do in the future.
It was important for Mayor Jackson and council to begin to build, when we rebuild new structures for our public safety forces, that it is a building that says come in. So we put a community room there. There is a safe room there, and I am delighted about the results of the architects going along with the need for the community. So I hope to be able to bring my community meeting into this facility and be able to sit with men and women in blue.
I have to emphasize, this is only a building. This is only a building. It will help our enhance with the community, and it represents, it's an example of our enhancement and partnership with the community, but it's a building. It's a building for you to enhance our partnership and work as one with this community to make it a better place.
Chief of the Cleveland Division of Police, Calvin Williams, spoke on the importance of having the community's involvement.
This couldn't happen without our community, our entire community, and I thank you for that. I definitely have to thank Mayor Jackson, the administration, because they kept the vision, they stayed on this project and made sure, as the director stated, that it was done properly, that we had the best police community facility in this country for our officers and for the community.
For more information, visit the City of Cleveland's website at city.cleveland.oh.us. The Americans with Disabilities Act was signed into law back in July of 1990 and is one of America's most crucial pieces of civil rights legislation that prohibits discrimination towards individuals living with any type of disability. The main goal is to ensure these men and women have the resources they need to live healthy and productive lives. The group recently celebrated 25 years of empowerment with the support of many civic leaders and other organizations at an event held in University Circle.
We need you. We need you to keep the pressure up. We need you to keep your finger on the pulse. We need you to keep advocating so that the system will no longer take people for granted and believe that it's gone far enough. There's always more to be done. So I want to thank everybody for coming and happy birthday on the 25th anniversary of Cleveland and the American Disabilities Act.
The keynote speaker of the event was Scott Febor, who gave words of encouragement to those who also struggle with a chronic condition.
While we cannot control what happens to us, we sure can control how we choose to respond to what happens. I know, just like many of you, that I can still achieve a lot. I just might need to do it from a chair for the time being. But all of us are amazing and unique individuals with so much to offer. We are not defined by our disability.
We spoke with the director of the Department of Aging on their role and other assistance options that they offer.
The Cleveland Department of Aging was part of the planning team for this event. We were so happy to be a part of that. We learned a great deal. The City of Cleveland is a sponsor, and for those in the community that may need assistance, we provide services to both older adults and to adults with disabilities. You can call us at the Cleveland Department of Aging at 664-2833. Thank you.
U.S. Attorney of the Northern District of Ohio, Stephen Dettelbach, also acknowledged the 25th anniversary of ADA at a Justice Department event held in Washington, D.C., congratulating the organization for their continued leadership. For additional information, you can visit ada.gov. The Liberian Association of Cleveland and its inversions was founded in the 1970s by Liberian students attending Cleveland State University with the goal of addressing their cultural and social needs. Today, the group continues to offer its members a means for expression, which has led the organization to grow in scope. The association recently hosted an event held at City Hall Rotunda to celebrate the Republic of Liberia's 168th Day of Independence. The theme, Building a Strong Community for Tomorrow, and the alliance between Liberia and the United States.
I will say to you that what Liberia represents, not only here in America but in Africa, is that of freedom. And I want to thank you so much for who you are and what you bring to America and what you bring to Cleveland in particular, as you have served in your various capacities and as you have added to the culture and the vitality of this city.
So our organization has really moved and continued to strive over the years. Our major goal is to support the community in which we live, to embrace the city strategy of diversity and inclusion.
Mayor Frank Jackson then presented a proclamation officially declaring July 17th Liberian Independence Day in the city of Cleveland. For additional information, visit LiberianAssociationofCleveland.com. One topic that is very important to Mayor Frank Jackson is education. He recognized a group of outstanding students who were recently awarded one of 3 scholarships: the Mayor Frank G. Jackson Scholarship Award, the Gloria Pointer Scholarship Fund, and the Stephanie Tubb Jones Memorial Scholarship. We asked student Jessica White why she applied for the scholarship and what it means to her to receive it.
Well, with this essay, me and my counselor, Miss Melinda Franco from College Now, we were just looking for different scholarships for me to apply to. And we came across the Gloria Pointer Scholarship, and I just had a story to tell, and so I felt like I was best fit to receive this scholarship, and so it's a great honor today to actually be able to receive it. When I got the email that I actually got it, I was very excited because, you know, I really want to go to college and I really do want to make a change.
The founder of the Gloria Pointer Scholarship Fund, Yvonne Pointer, told us what inspired her to create this opportunity for students.
On December 6, 1984, my daughter Gloria Pointer was raped and murdered. And a way to live and to keep her name alive was through the establishment of the Gloria Pointer Scholarship Program. through College Now. It was established in 1991, and so I'm really excited to be standing here today with Jessica, one of the scholarship recipients. And I tell you, it's just a beautiful feeling to see that not only did she live a wonderful life, but even in death, she's helping students like she will never get to go to college. But the fact that so many beautiful young ladies are going in her name is such a blessing.
I know that a lot of students in my school are looking for scholarships. I know a lot of people are worrying about how they're going to pay for college. So for people in the world to actually care about the youth of America and care about us going to college is a wonderful thing.
Ward 7 Councilman TJ Dow recently joined together with volunteers from throughout the community for the beautification of Case Elementary School. The purpose of the project holds a deeper meaning for the students and shows the value of education.
It's good to be here under Principal Jones's leadership, which has been, I met with her, she was so enthusiastic, she was so passionate about wanting to educate kids, and so she won me over in one meeting, and I said, look, we are going to do everything we possibly can and wrap our arms around this school and try to make her successful, her team successful, and in turn educate kids, you know. So I want to thank her leadership, and also the CEO's leadership and the school district for making this happen today.
Rainey Institute is a partner of the Case Investment School, and we spoke with the executive director, Lee Lazar, about the involvement and its importance.
It's tutoring programs, it's arts programs, it's healthy living programs. We do whatever we can to help the kids at Case Investment School.
For additional information, visit clevelandmetroschools.org. Students from around the community were recently given a unique and exciting way to learn more about how to better prepare themselves for the new school year. Here's reporter Katrina Leone with more.
Education is a main focus for Mayor Frank Jackson, and events of this magnitude will have a lasting impact on the students through the different organizations and partnerships involved.
If you look at the 4 items, the things about conduct, courage, community, what you'll see is these are things that we want to really focus on, because children have a lot of challenges and they live in environments that are very challenging. So how do we help young people be able to navigate through challenging environments? That's why summits on a regular basis is helpful.
The CEO of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, Eric Gordon, and his staff are making one particular item a goal in this new academic year.
Well, every year there's always a certain goal with students. For 2015-2016, what would that goal be?
This year's goal for our students is really to focus on attendance. We have too many kids that miss more than 10 days in a school year. And we know that when a student misses more than 10 days, they're 9% more likely to fail the third grade guarantee and 34% less likely to graduate high school. But we know that we can end failure by absence. We can get our kids to school. And so this year we're launching Get to School, You Can Make It, an aggressive campaign to get our kids in school on time every day.
Judge of the Cleveland Municipal Court, Emanuela Groves, explains the new ROC program that was implemented and its high importance for our youth and their parents.
And the people that we have participating in the program, they have actually had a curfew violation. So they need to follow the curfew violation, the curfew law, so they can't be a participant. But certainly the goal is to really identify, we had a number of students who the grades aren't what they're supposed to be. And so as opposed to doing just complete community work service hours, we are doing tutoring, we're doing credit recovery, and we're really using this as an opportunity to make sure that they are where they're supposed to be in school.
Classes resume for the new year on Monday, August 17th. For more information, you can visit clevelandmetroschools.org. Reporting from Public Auditorium, Katrina Leone for TV20.
When we return to the weekly news wrap-up, we'll see how students are getting ready to go back to school with CMSD TV reporter Shannon Kantner.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt. And to follow the swimming rules.
You're always looking out for me and trying to keep me safe.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
Here in the garage.
Closet. Shoebox. Under the bed.
Where anyone can get to it.
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you.
In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
be nice. She's new. Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened? Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi. You mean you were driving? Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
It might seem like summer just started, but for some Cleveland students, it already ended. 4 CMSD high schools follow a year-round schedule and began classes on July 27th. Our CMSD reporter was there on the first day to see how students feel about having a short summer, and the answer might surprise you.
One year ago, I visited 2 brand new CMSD high schools right here on their very first day of school on a year-round schedule. And now I'm back to see how that first year went and how they're already feeling about this one. It's a short summer for students and staff at JFK Eagle Academy and PACT, but no one seems to mind.
I'm feeling great. I'm super excited to be here. I think it's funny when everyone's like, you only get 6 weeks for summer. How do you even deal with that? And I think for me, it was 6 weeks where I was just waiting to get back here and being back on the first day and seeing everybody excited to learn.
A lot of our, especially our 10th graders, were ready to come back. And I know a lot of folks won't believe that, but that is actually the truth. They were ready to come back.
I was really happy to come to school today.
That happiness could be felt throughout the former Cranwood building, where PACT and Eagle share a hallway. Last year, each school had just over 100 freshmen. Now, that number has about doubled with the new incoming 9th graders and returning 10th graders.
There were a lot of jittery faces with our freshmen, but one of the neatest things is now that we have a founding class and a returning class. When we were in the cafeteria this morning and going around introducing all the staff, the returning kids just spontaneously started clapping for the teachers, and it was just really neat to see that there's a culture of caring and respect and relationships that has been built here and mutual appreciation.
Going around and seeing how all the 9th graders were a little nervous, but once they started walking around and meeting everybody, that they're starting to feel comfortable and like this is a home now.
It feels like, okay, now we're reaching a lot more kids. Now we're moving. So I'm excited about this year.
Students are excited too. At PACT, they're ready to take on the school's philosophy, being the problem-based academy of critical thinking. And at Eagle, it's all about the 3 E's: envision, engage, excel.
It's kind of challenging. I like a challenge. There's a lot to look forward to going here, all the sports, new teachers, new students, new everything. So I'm excited to be a mentor this year. Me too.
I'll just be excited. I'll just be ready to work.
And guess what your homework is?
The work started right away. Both schools follow an on for 10 weeks, off for 3 weeks schedule. And teachers say that was an adjustment this past year, but a good one.
Like when we first started last year, the students, they really kind of they were shocked at this new alternative way of learning. I think this year, I can already see it only halfway through the day that they're really easing back into it. It makes it so that there's less of a brain drain during the summer.
When you come back, you know that there aren't going to be these huge gaps in knowledge and you can just pick off right where you started.
Starting this year strong and staying strong all the way to graduation.
Growth is really truly possible for each and every kid.
They're ready to roll.
I'm ready to graduate for real.
2 other year-round schools also began on July 27th, and most of the rest of the district begins on August 17th. Reporting from JFK Eagle Academy and PACT, Shannon Kantner, CMSD TV.
Thanks, Shannon. Eventually, Eagle and Pact are slated to take over the campus of John F. Kennedy High School. The year-round schools will have their first major break in late September. When we return to the weekly news wrap-up, we'll get an update on how our sports teams are doing with reporter Christian Patterson.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours.
Dr. King, what's your next move?
In March from Selma to Montgomery.
Selma is loud for every man, woman, and child.
We will not wait any longer.
In front of a crowd.
Mine eyes have seen the glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be, with the high purpose to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all. We approach this problem of re-employment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Welcome back to TV20's Weekly News Wrap-Up. I'm Christian Patterson, and here's a look at what's going on in sports. With the 2015-2016 school year right around the corner, the Cleveland Indians High Achievers program is an awesome way to get rewarded for doing well in school. Kids will get Indians tickets for attaining good grades. You can register by visiting cleveland.indians.mlb.com under the Community and High Achievers tab. If you have any questions about registration, you can email the Indians at highachievers@indians.com. The Cleveland Browns' first week of training camp is in the books, and here's what you can look forward to for the coming preseason. Based upon the fact that the Browns used their first pick of the 2015 NFL Draft on Danny Shelton, it was expected that he would have a positive impact as a rookie. Although he hasn't played an NFL game yet, he has been very impressive in camp. But last year's first-round pick, Justin Gilbert, has been slipping, and he is in a situation where he will possibly be replaced with Tramon Williams on the outside, and maybe even lose ground as the team's starter in the slot. Last but not least, Johnny Manziel has shown progress during his first week of training camp, which is the very least that can be asked at this point in his NFL career. Although Manziel has some time before he can contend with McCown for the starting job, seeing progress is a positive development. The more he develops as a pocket passer, the better he will be in this league. If you're looking for something to get excited about for the upcoming Cavs season, I've got something for you. The Cleveland Cavaliers have managed to assemble one of the most versatile front courts in basketball today. This was all made possible because of Anderson Varejao going down at the beginning of the season last year. When he went down, the Cavs were desperate for a rim-protecting big man. The Cavs then acquired Timothy Mozgov in a mid-season trade with the Denver Nuggets, who turned out to be a shot-blocking rim protector that has a lot of energy and can run a pick and roll pretty good. With Varejao returning, he will have a limited role, which if he can stay healthy, he should be able to maximize his potential as a backup center. Also, with power forward Kevin Love and inevitable return of backup power forward Tristan Thompson, the Cavs seem to be fully stocked with bigs. All four of their bigs can rebound with the best of them. Mozgov is the ultimate rim protector, Love is one of the best stretch forwards in the game, and Thompson and Verizal hustle like no other. Now add Russian center Sasha Khan to the mix, and Cleveland may very well have the best front court in the NBA. RBI is an international program in more than 150 cities across 11 countries. It has made an incredible impact in Cleveland, helping work toward the program's ultimate goals. If opportunity breeds success, then the 200,000 plus kids currently in MLB's Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities program have great fortune in store. One great benefit of playing RBI is having a dedicated coach that is invested in the development of the youth, both on and off the field.
I got to do RBI. I said, that's me, that's home. And if I can't do it, I don't want to be here. It's just, there's something about these kids, I don't want to give them up to anyone else, They're like my own kids. We have a great relationship, man, and I truly do love them, and I just feel like this is home. This is where I want to be forever.
RBI is huge. It brings all types of kids from different backgrounds, different, ethnicities, different, types of ways together to show them not just about the game, but more about what it is to become a good, citizen in the community.
When you sign up to be an RBI coach, you're not just signing up to teach kids skills about baseball. You may very well have to be a father figure who teaches life skills as well. Michael Gonzalez, catcher for the Cleveland RBI senior team, had a pretty hard upbringing, and his coach has played a major role in molding him.
My mom was my dad and my mom at the same time, because she was a single parent at a very young age, and she had me and my sister, my older sister, and every day she teach me how to be like a man. You don't have to do all that stuff to be to have money. So just go out there, go get education, and play a sport that you really want to play. And she always preached that to me every day. And right now, it's the same thing as Coach Corey. Just same person, but like different type of attitude, different type of way to attack me with it. And it's just, they're both similar because they always preach something to me and want me to get better at it.
I stumbled upon a kid that, it just brought me to tears, where it, it gives you a different perspective on life. I had obviously a single parent myself, just a father. And I read it, and it just, dad in prison, mom's passed away, and, you look at a kid and you think, how bad is your day really going when this kid's just battling so much adversity? And, it takes so much courage just to show up every day and, push yourself. And, he's not even a kid that talks about it, wants people to know about it. He doesn't even bring it upon himself. Guys on the team know, and it's just, it is what it is, and that's just who he is. And I couldn't think, he's probably one of the better kids I've ever had coached in my life.
Coach Douglas is not the only person who plays an imperative role in Michael's life. His teammates are there for him also.
I think he's a really good teammate. I know it's hard on him, so we try to keep him under our wing. And he's a great catcher, and he's been an awesome teammate for the last 4 years.
These are my brothers right here, you know what I mean? Xavier Central is my best friend. I met him through RBI, so obviously this is a good organization to get your best friend from. It's just fun to be out here with them, man. I love them.
As people say, God gives the strongest battles to the hardest soldiers, and that kid is a soldier. He fights, and he's one of the best. He's one of my best friends that I have now.
Battling through those struggles and learning life lessons through baseball is something Michael knows very well.
Baseball taught me how it's life lessons. You're gonna have some struggles out there. Even when a team has you up in the count, 0-2, you get to battle through it. There's gonna be ups and downs. Life's gonna throw a curveball, and you gotta be ready for a curveball out there. It's just the way it is.
And under the guidance of a dedicated coach like Corey Douglas, youth that participate in the RBI program will have a successful future.
My biggest goal would be to send every kid to college, whether it's for baseball or just education. To me, it's so important. We preach it every day. We talk about it every day. I would love to leave Cleveland and just say, hey, that coach was not only a great coach, but he did everything in his power to make me a better man.
The City of Cleveland Recreation League Baseball has come to an end for the summer, culminating with championship games in each respective division. Let's take a look at the scores from the championship games in each division of Rec League Baseball. Well, that's all I have for your TV20 Weekly Sports Wrap-Up. When we return from break, we'll have more with Leah.
Social hosting is when you provide a place where teens can drink alcohol, and so you don't actually have to furnish the alcohol, and you don't even have to be there. But if you're allowing that to occur by being negligent, that's social hosting. Me being a parent myself of teenagers right now, I would think it would be totally unacceptable for another parent to provide alcohol for my child or to give them a place to drink alcohol. I just think that's totally irresponsible. They may think that they're allowing this safe environment, but eventually they're going to go to bed, or they're not going to be guarding kids all night long. Really, what we're after is better decision making so that we don't have to be out there arresting people and charging people with crimes. We want to keep our communities safe, so remember this: parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to teenage drinking.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice, she's new.
Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow, even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened?
Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Welcome back to TV20's Weekly News Wrap-Up. The 3rd District Community Relations Committee recently hosted the 18th Annual Arbor Park Kids Fest held on Fleming Avenue. Parents brought their children to the event for a chance to connect with members of the Cleveland Division of Police, as well as other organizations through fun and educational activities.
About 18 years ago, we started partnering with other city agencies here at Kids Fest, and my colleagues tell me that over the last 18 years we've raffled off nearly 200 bikes for the kids. We've had positive interaction between the police officers and the children, and I think that's borne out by the testimony from my officers here, that when they come out here, the people are forthcoming with them, they have a good rapport with the folks, and things tend to go a little easier here for everybody.
Children also got the chance to participate in face painting, water games, dancing, and much more. For more information on other events taking place in the 3rd District, visit the City of Cleveland website. As we continue into the late summer months, the temperature and humidity are still on the rise, and senior citizens are often most vulnerable to drastic temperature changes. Some tips to consider are to stay out of direct sunlight, limit physical activity, drink plenty of water, avoid caffeine and alcohol, and wear loose-fitting clothing. Warning signs of heat stroke include fainting, nausea, fast pulse rate, and flushed skin. No one should be in a parked car for a long period of time. And if you would like to receive a copy of the Summer Heat Information Booklet, contact the Department of Aging at 216-664-2833 and visit the City of Cleveland's website for more information. Show Wagon with the Cleveland Division of Recreation is back again. This annual event is a traveling art show made up of children and teens that come together to perform in different locations in the community. Youth between the ages of 5 and 17 audition every year in May, and voice instructors and choreographers are provided. The family-friendly venue is open to the public and runs into mid-August. TV20 was recently at Camp Forbes to catch all the fun. As you know, there's always something going on in the City of Cleveland, and here's a list of activities and events for you to enjoy. Ward 2 Councilman Zach Reed recently hosted the 12th annual Family Unity in the Park at historic Luke Easter Park. Thousands of Clevelanders gathered for a festive day filled with live music, food from local vendors, a play area for the kids, and much more. Families from all around the community packed their picnic baskets to enjoy the beautiful day. Hospitals, organizations, and schools from across the area offered free health screenings. There's also a play area for kids to have fun and enjoy. Many local artists performed at the event, but the main headliners were Stephanie Mills, Evelyn Champagne King, and the legendary SOS Band. Also on hand was former governor of the state of Ohio, Ted Strickland, who offered his support.
What a beautiful day. I want to congratulate the councilman for a great event. I've had a good time. I've been eating hot dogs, buying books, talking to folks. What a beautiful day, and I know you're going to enjoy the rest of the afternoon into the night. But God bless you. Have a great day, and I hope to say hello to many of you while I'm here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
If you'd like to see more of these stories in their entirety, tune into TV20's Around Town and just check our schedule for times. That's all for your TV20 Weekly News Wrap-Up. I'm Leah Haslage. Thanks for watching. Now stay tuned for the bottom line up front with City of Cleveland Media Relations Director Dan Williams.
When the glory comes, it will be ours.
Dr. King, what's your next move?
In March from Selma to Montgomery.
Selma is loud for every man, woman, and child.
We will not wait any longer.
In front of a crowd.
Mine eyes have seen the glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Hi, this is Don Voitella inviting you to watch the Polka Train right here on TV20.